Grand Risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. Just making sure I wasn't muted that time. I've done that so many times now. Give me 1 second. Paste and send. There we go. But yeah, how are we all doing? We all doing good? I hope so. Ignore where it's saying list is closed, it's not. Yep. Couldn't we post? What do you mean? I don't know what it's meaning by it couldn't we post, but hey ho. Hello Alicia, how are you, Babs? I went to say boo then, I don't know why Babs came out. My brain went to say a different thing, my mouth just said the complete opposite. Oh, we have some new decks arriving soon. One's coming tomorrow. I ordered it at night and it I didn't order it in the time for it to come today, but hey ho. Forgot what it was now. The name of it. It's like a pulp tarot. It's not the pulp tarot, I've already got that. I can actually tell you what I've ordered so you guys know what's coming. Give me 1 sec. Get in there, that's good, Boo. I'm trying to get out of saying Babs, I've said it too much. It's pissing me off now. How? Okay, I'm not being rude, but how in the fuck are we in D1? We're in D3 yesterday, we've like jumped. How? Come on, tell me. Okay, my internet is screwed on my phone. Right, data mode. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It just doesn't want to like use my internet. Thank you for the gift, my darling. Thank you. Orders. This is what I want. Thank you for the Go Populars. But I'm just going to have to wait a minute because I'm just picking up Millie. That's alright, Alicia. That's alright, boo. There we go. We said boo this time. Thank you for the gifts, my darling. Thank you. So, what do I have arriving? Let's have a look. So, you've got the Biblical Tarot. We do. Okay. We ordered some playing cards, like pre-ordered, which is amazing. And these playing cards, they've got words on them. So, like they're like the old-fashioned one. They're for fortune telling only. I then ordered, if you guys know one of the decks that I absolutely love, you will know what this deck is. So I love the Pulp Tarot. Absolutely love it. It cost me £50 though. So, because it did cost me a lot, I don't use it as much. Or barely. But I bought the Todd Alcott's Sci-Fi Tarot. If y'all know me, I love sci-fi. Absolutely love it. So we bought that. That was $21.99. I won't tell you how much the Pulp Tarot was. Hello, Amina. I then bought, because I like Oracle, and I had to, and I wanted to, I then decided to buy, thank you for the heart me, as you do, there's this deck called Oh Hell Nah, okay, which is another Pulp style deck. It is, and it's just like, oh hell nah. And that's like a lover's deck. Absolutely love it. It's brand new. It's only got 3 reviews, but it is new. It's an Oracle, and it's done like the pulp comic style. That's coming tomorrow. It launched on February. Oh, that's when it's purchased. Ignore me on the launch. I then ordered the tarot that goes with it, and that is called Pop Art Tarot. Okay, so it's pop art, not pulp. Pop art. So we ordered that as well. That is going to be amazing. Can't wait. What else did I order? I then ordered, I don't speak French, so excuse this pronunciation, but we did order as well. Please load. 1 sec. Oracle Berlin, which is a 53 card deck. I've already got it. I've got it 3 times already. But I've got 3 different versions. And so I've got it again, and it's another version. As you can tell, I like the deck. So yeah. That is what we have ordered. That is what we have got. So, will you get approved for the house this week? Let's see. Thank you for the roses. Yes, you will, my darling, yes. Oh my god, the Broadway is playing my tune. Ha! Nice. Hello, Stacey. How are you? Thank you for the roses. How are you? I really need to move this. One sec, guys. This is going to move everything slightly oddly. There we go. There we go. It was like in the way, if you know what I mean, and it was annoying because I couldn't see what I wanted to. So yeah, we just moved it. Amina, thank you for your purchase. Thank you. You're having a washing / lazy day. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, Amina, if you give me 1 second, only because I've got to load up my app on my laptop. So it's a different app, which is my Ko-fi. So, payments and orders. Amina, view details. Here it is. So, thank you for all the lovely gifts and likes, my darling. So. Ooh, I like this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Your child's been hurting, dirty washing. Aw. Make the child clean it up. Don't get any ideas, Mum. I'm not a child. So, shut up. Thank you for the roses. So, what's the near future holding for you and A? Why is he not reaching out? His feelings towards you. We can do that with definitely. We can definitely do that. So, let's have a look. Pointless, she's not here, and it'd be weeks before it does. Fair enough, boo. Fair enough. So let's see why he's not reaching out first. That's the important thing. That's what I want to work out. Why is he not reaching out? So what I would say here for you, my darling, is I feel like the reason why he's not reaching out to you is because he just doesn't have the time right now. Okay? He's taken his energy back. He really has. He's really taken his energy back, my darling, as he realizes he needs to look after himself for a little bit. I don't think he's going to be like this for much longer. I really do feel like he's trying to understand oneself. Okay. We do have the lovers as well. With the lovers, what I would also say here for you is I feel like there is definitely a love for you. He's definitely trying to work it out. And I feel like he will start contacting. We're looking around about 7 days before he contacts. About a week. Okay. And that's when, like, proper contact is coming. There will be contact before, but that's when you're going to actually get the proper communication, the proper talking, okay, the proper everything, okay, is within that week, okay. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, is this is where he's going to be more honest and clear. I feel that he is going to ask for a date, so I feel like you guys will actually get to see each other as well, as I feel like he really wants to. 6 of Swords, yeah, he wants to go out, boo, okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is he sees you as his person. He really does. And I feel like he really does. I feel like he really does. What the hell? Thank you for the follow. I feel like he really does like you, my darling. But with the 5 of Cups, he can't always see the good. And because he can't always see the good, he hides. Okay? It's the simplest answer. So I feel like this is why he's not reaching out. Because although he really does love you, although he really does have feelings for you, my darling, he's just scared. He is just scared, simply. Okay, and he's not using his intuition into where he's going. He's not looking at where he's going or what he's doing. And this is why everything feels like it's falling. This is why everything feels like it's hitting the ground and why you're not getting anywhere. Even though you are getting places, this is why it feels like you're not. Okay. And this is why you've got to keep going forwards, because you will get this to work. You will get him to come forwards. Okay, you just can't give up. Okay, well you can, but you won't get the relationship. Okay, and that's what you got to remember, is if you want the relationship, you got to keep going. Okay, keep your end of the bargain up, your soul contract up. He will eventually do the rest. Okay. And this is what you got to realise, is he will do the rest for you, my darling, and he will come forwards. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, thank you for the heart me. Welcome to level 11 of the gifters. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is, look, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, okay? He's getting there. He is getting there. He will soon be in your Hall of Fame of love. Okay, and I can tell you now, you won't want to let him go. Okay, you will want this relationship to work. I can tell you that now. As soon as he starts coming forward, you'll be there like, this is going to work. Okay, and he will. I feel like there's going to be a move-in stage where he will start sleeping at yours. You might sleep at his. Okay. And I mean in the same room and same bed. So if you're already living together, he will be in the same room and bed as yours. Okay. This is what I mean. Sleeping in yours. See what I mean? Okay, so you will get what you need there. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this is where he is going to be more clear in what he wants, clear in what he needs, and clear in how he's going to get it. Okay, he's going to be very clear, very blunt, and very upfront. Okay? But he needs to start taking control of his life, which is what he's not doing. You've already taken control of yours. You already know what you want. You already know what you want to do, but you're ready to walk. You're ready to walk. If he doesn't start showing up, you're ready just to bugger off. You really are. Okay, and this is what we can't be. Okay? You just got to think of what's happening now, not what's going to happen. Okay, focus on you. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on where you're going. Okay? Don't focus on what's going to be in the future. You just need to try and get what's happening now working. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? Well, you're very welcome, my darling. Thank you for your payment. Yeah, that was a mini, my darling. Roughly 5 minutes long. Why? You sound surprised. Think of me as like a therapist. Not as in being your therapist, but think a therapist charges for the time, not for the quantity. So what I will always do is you could get, for example, lots and lots and lots and lots of information in that 5 minutes compared to what you might get in a 10. Okay, so I'll always fit in a lot of information in a short amount of time if I have to. It might be a little bit more sped up in speaking. You still get a lot of information though. So I always charge time-wise, not quantity-wise. I do. Okay. I'm just about to check my PayPal, my darling. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alicia, you're after whatever my PayPal says. Let me find my PayPal. But yeah, does everyone now get what I mean by how I charge? You get some psychics that charge for quantity. I charge for time. I do. Stacy? How much did you say? Oh, you put mine. I thought you said mini there. I was going to say you haven't paid for no mini. What would you like your reading on, boo? While I wait for that, I'm just going to quickly remove my TikTok balance. Yep. Troy and you? Okie dokie. So, Troy and I'm glad to catch you on live. I think I did mine as a full. You did do yours as a full, yes. Yes, you did. So, you and Troy. What do you want to know about you and Troy? Is it like a general overall energy of what's happening with you two? Hello, my darling. Is it like, where are you two going? What's he feeling? Is there a third party cheating? Is there gossip, dirt on him? What is it? We doing psychic spying or just normal? Thank you, TT. Thank you. Blink even. Thank you, my darling. You're after Alicia. Hi, dear, how are you this cozy little Sunday? I'm good, thank you, my darling. How are you? Just one person in front of you, Alicia. What in the hell was that noise? I hope it was a bloody tractor, not thunder. The water can't take it anymore. Thanks, Alicia. If our roller coaster ride's going to end and going to get better, don't you like the roller coaster ride? I'm joking. We can have a look. Yeah, we can look at that. Did make me chuckle there how you described it. You described it the same way as my autistic brain does. Roller coaster ride. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going to happen. Ooh, straight off the bat, 2 cards. It's been a wild one. Aww. It is going to be over soon, my darling. We're looking around about a month, okay? Thank you for the follow. What I would say here is you're looking at quality, okay? And he's giving you quantity. So he's giving you all the good time. Okay, he's giving you everything you need, just not in the right order, so it's not making any sense to either of you. Okay, he can give you time when it's necessary. He can give you conversation. The problem is, he doesn't form anything correctly. So, it ends up with you two bickering, arguing, and ending up having bad feelings against each other. Okay. Or you will have a boy, boo. Don't you worry. Okay. What I would say here for you, my darling, is I feel he is going to get his act together. Okay, he's just got a lot on his brain right now. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, especially the Queen of Cups, is watch out for your emotions. Sit down, relax, and grab yourself a wee cuppa. Okay. Have some fun. Mellow yourself out slightly. Okay, learn to enjoy yourself. Because right now, we just see you worrying too much. And I feel like this isn't helping the tension between the both of you because there's so much worrying. No one's got the right brain to go, we can sort this. It's just, oh, fuck, what's going on? That's literally what's happening. Okay, so what we need to do is work on that little brain. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going on a vacation, my darling. Good. Relax. Don't think of your relationship while you're on the vacation. But we need to get that little brain taken out your head. Okay, imagine it's not there. Okay. Imagine what you got, my darling. Okay, I'm going to explain why I'm calling it a little brain. Okay. Imagine what you got there is now just your mentality of yourself. Okay. So I'm going to explain why I call it little. Okay, to me, a brain is tiny. It is. But very powerful. It's like a nuclear bomb. You only need a little bit of it. And then the rest of it is your thought process. It's how you think, what you do with your thinking, your thoughts. And then your actual brain part is just the power bank. Okay. I don't think of it in a scientific way. It's not biological like that. Okay, so what you've got to think is, let's get rid of the thoughts. We just want the brain. Okay. I told myself after I've read, I'm a trust what you told me. Tell me, and enough reads and stay positive. Exactly. Stay positive. Okay, be positive. Be enjoyable. Okay. Trust me, don't stop getting reads though. You can always get reads on like positivity and enlightenment, soul search and all that. You don't have to get on love, by the way. Remember that. Now, judgment. This is good. Okay, we're going to go very in-depth into this card because this is what we need. So, your judgment card, my darling. Judgment is all about understanding, judging the situation, and judging a person. What it's also saying here is about your balance. Because the best way I can do this is through the Bible. Okay? Imagine Jesus. Okay? When Jesus died, everyone wept. They did. And then he rose again, everyone had joy. You're going to do what Jesus did. You're going to die. You're going to lose that old part of you. Not literally, by the way. But you're going to let your old self die. You're going to weep about it a little bit. Everyone's going to weep about it. Then they're going to see your glow up. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to rise again and that will be your glow up. That is how we're going to do it. Okay. So you are going to have your rising point. You're going to have your falling point. Your rest point. Your glow up point, your risen point. Okay. Okay. Exactly, you're dying, you're gonna rise again. Okay, hello Rainforest. And that's how you gotta think it. You've just gotta imagine yourself like Jesus literally did. He died, the old self of him died. People mourned because they missed him. People saw the new version of him and was like, oh my god, yes, let's go for it. Okay. And that's how you gotta do it. You have to remove yourself from the old self. Okay, because if you keep yourself in the old habits, you're going to keep having fights, you're going to keep having negativity, you're going to keep having the roller coaster. And the roller coaster is what you want to get rid of, right? You don't want to be on that. You want to be on the carousel, or the carousel of progress in Disney World. Okay, just sat down going along with the flow. Or a bit like It's a Small World, just going over some water where there's a few bumps, but nothing too much. Okay. Oh, honey, if someone truly loves you, they'll miss you after 1 minute of you leaving the house. Okay. But no, it will work out, Boo. You've just got to look in a more positive way. Okay. And you've got to be positive. What I would also say here, my darling, is you do have a good future with each other. You really do. Okay. So It's a Small World. It's a lovely ride. I know, right, Stacey? I love it. The queue's got bigger, though. I can tell you that from experience. Last week or the week before. Okay, the queue has got bigger for that ride. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, energy stagnant, money stagnant. What's going on with your money, boo? Why is it starting to become stagnant? Are we spending more than we're earning? Or is it because you booked a holiday and it's taken a bit out of your bank account? Because we need to find the balance with the money. Because I feel like there's some stress over that as well. And I feel like we need to move away from that. Okay, hi Linda. Okay. Spending on TikTok. Stop. I'm actually going to say, if it's through gifting, this is how you stop. Okay. A creator only gets roughly under 50% of the money he sends. If you get us 1 coin, we will get round about 45% of that to 75. Okay. So that's less than a penny. Okay. It's less than a penny. Now, don't get me wrong. All the gifts I'm very grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But remember, we get less than a penny. Okay. So, for example, I earned $13 yesterday. I got about $7. I earned £13. I got £7 from that. Slightly more than half. Okay. See what I mean? And this is how you got to think of it, is if you want to save your money, my darling, think of how much a coin costs you and think of how much the recipient is getting. Have I thought about doing ASMR? I have. I've got God knows what I do it on. But I do a podcast, so got a little bit of voice there. So what I would say here, my darling, is this is also how you got to work with the relationship, is what are you getting back for the energy you are giving? Because I don't think you're getting anything back. Or at least you're not getting the amount you're putting in. You're putting in 99% of the work, he's putting in 1. Maybe even 0.1%. Okay. So what you've also got to look at is how much energy you're putting in. Imagine like it's a TikTok gift, how much you're giving. But what's he giving back? Okay. Because at this point, nothing needs to be given. If anything, he owes you. Okay. If anything, he's in debt to you. I don't mean through money, I mean through energy. Okay. Okay. He will start treating you equally once you show him what he's missing out on. Okay, you have to stop being you around him and make him earn you. I don't mean be fake, but just stop giving him everything. Okay, make him earn parts of you again. Imagine, okay, you've just met each other again. If you have just met somebody, you wouldn't give them all of your energy, would you? You wouldn't tell them your life story, would you? No. Okay, they would have to read you chapter by chapter. They'd have to earn each page. And this is what you've got to do here. He needs to earn every page of your book again. Okay? We're starting a new chapter, a new book. Now he's got to earn it. Okay? And this will rekindle the relationship. Okay? We have to change. And this is what a glow up is. It's us changing and doing what's better for us, not better for the other person. Okay? And you are well overdue a glow up, my darling. You give people way too much. Okay? Honey, if you have to move out, you have to move out. Thank you for the follow. And I know that's a scary thought, my darling. But sometimes you need space. So even if you have to live at a friend's for a little bit while he has his space, let him. Do it. Okay? But if you keep going, oh, do you think I'll have to move out? Will I have to move out? I might have to move out. Oh my god, you're just putting that into the universe and he's going to make you fuck off. Okay? So stop thinking you're going to have to move out and just live your life like you're not going to have to move out. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to tell you're basically saying to the universe, I'm going to be moving out. Okay? You're feeding that into the universe. You don't want that. Okay? So what you've got to be thinking is not about moving out and just thinking, I'm loving my life here. We're doing good. We're amazing. Let's stay. Okay? Does that all make sense, boo? Brilliant. I'm glad it did. I'm in my counsellor mood today, clearly. You know what I mean? You will eventually get off the roller coaster, yes, my darling. Meet me. You will eventually, don't you worry. You will have your baby boy, don't you worry, boo. Okay? Keep positive. Stay positive. Okay? I know you're a mod, Rose. I modded you. I modded you. Can I tell you something? What can I tell you? Did you know the Earth's not flat? I know, it's the first thing that came into my head. Right, Alicia, what would you like your reading on? Did I see a question? No, I didn't see a question. I'm so sorry, Rainforest. Never know these days. No, trust me, the Earth is not flat. You do have a good future together. Yes, you do, my darling. Right, I'm going to get this out there. We're going to quickly do this at the start of the stream, and we're going to get out there. The Earth is not flat. Not everyone has to follow the same religion. Yes, people landed on the moon. Yes, we're looking at going around the moon again and maybe landing on it again. No, I'm not Christian. I will never follow Christianity. I am a Norse pagan. I follow Norse paganism. My parents follow Christianity. I'm fine with Christianity. I accept it. I really couldn't care less. Everyone follows religion differently. Yes, I do this as a job. No, it's not fake. Yes, science hasn't seen it yet, but that's because the same with every sort of science. Science always debunks witchcraft and turns it into science once again. Okay, so for example, your medicine used to be classed as witchcraft. It is now classed as medicine. Yes, I don't fit social norms anymore. I am gay. So to anyone that's troll about that, bravo, I am. Yes, I'm fat. Anyone wants to make fun of my appearance, go ahead. I am fat. I know. What else have we had recently? I think that's all of it. Oh, I also don't care about politics. There we go. Love my nails. Thank you, boo. I will rainforest. You will be after the next person who's after Alicia, my darling. Thank you for the heart, me. Do 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 do. So, why did JJ message you last night? What was his purpose? He told you he was drunk. He told you, Alicia, he was drunk. There was no purpose. When someone messages when you they're bleh, I must be. When someone messages you when they're drunk, we got lightning. I was like, one sec, I've got to listen to this. Listen to that noise. So nice. Sorry, that was my bum. Very funny, Rose. Guys, now would be the perfect time to get reading. I work very well in thunderstorms. Must be why I'm on a roll today and roasting. You heard the doggies, yeah. My dog hates thunder. Delilah just hides. So I want to know why he messaged me after all this time. He has ignored me. Right. What did I tell you when you asked me, will he message me? When did I say he'll message you? Yesterday. When did he message you? Thank you for the follow. It said yesterday and today. When did he message you? Around 12. There's your answer. Pardon? Jesus. What's his intention now? We can have a look at his intention. I'm just trying to get the point over. Is should have been expecting it. For fun or just wanted to see how he works? We can have a look. Let's do that first. Let's see. Rose says hi. So no, it was he wanted to actually see how you are, my darling. Okay, he was actually looking at how you are. Okay. Let me start timer. So yeah, he was looking at how you are, my darling. Okay, he wanted to know what's going on. He wanted to make sure that everything was okay. But I do think he was genuinely texting because he was drunk. Okay. So there is no actual proper energy. It's more she's drunk, he's drunk. Okay. He wanted to. Okay. He said plan in the message. He said what? He said plan in the message. He said what? Like, what's your plan? Oh, he just want to know what you're doing. I think he wanted to come over, but and almost like have a talk. And it feels like, because we do have justice, which is balance. So it's almost like he did want to have a talk. And I feel like when you just said in bed, he was like, oh, can't really come over then. Okay, and I feel like he did want to come over. He did want to have some fun. He did want to enjoy you. Okay. I don't mean fun as in sex. I mean fun as in talk, enjoy each other's personalities, actually talk in person. Okay, and he didn't get to. And he understands that's fine. Okay, he knew it was late. Okay. I feel the energy after talk was a little sad. Okay. Doesn't mean that he stopped having passion for you, but it was still sad. Okay, because I feel like he did want to get to talk a little bit more. I feel like the drunk time of him talking would have been the best time. Okay. Well, if he said he knows, then we know he's not going in. Okay, for, you know, fun. Okay. Right, before I carry on, I'm going to be very quick and honest. Okay. Quick honesty here is there is a storm where I am. It is a thunderstorm. I might lose power if the lightning strikes in the wrong place or if it just goes. Okay. So very quick warning here. If power does go, there will be a refund to anyone that has paid and that I didn't manage to get to. Okay. So please do be aware that there could be some problems with my internet. There could be lag and that there could also be an end of stream abruptly without my choosing to do. Okay, if I have to run, it's because I've got to go and help put sandbags down if it rains too heavily and we start getting flooding. Okay, so do be aware at this time my house is at risk. I might suddenly have to take precautions. Okay, and suddenly start doing things really fast that I might not even get to end the stream. I might just have to get up and run. Okay, and start moving stuff. So there is the warning that this stream is at fault here and is at a problem, and there might be a sudden me running and dashing around. Okay, so I do thank you for all of your patience, and I do thank you for all of the understandings as well with whatever goes on. Okay, my dog has run behind me scared. Okay, so do be aware of this, and that is the pre-warning. Okay, right, back to the reading. Just thought I'll let you all know. Okay, so if you see me keep looking, I am looking to watch the weather. Okay, so I'm in the West Midlands, my darling, and we get really, when it's a thunderstorm, it's a really bad storm, and where I am, we're at risk of flooding. We are. So, Alicia, back to you, my darling. What was, you typed something and I missed it. Let me go back and find that. What will happen between us now? So I feel like there is going to be more texting between the both of you, okay? You have gotten through the hard part, which is drunk texting. I feel like you will be getting some sober texting coming towards you very soon, okay, Boo? So he is actually going to show you some sober texting. He is actually going to show you that he does really want to get forwards, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, especially the Nine of Cups, is he is happy that he did get a little bit of wording out of you. Okay, he is happy that he did get some conversation in. Might not have been much, but he's still happy that there was some. Okay, what I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there is a struggle. Okay, he is fighting mental health, so he will need your help. Okay, you just don't want to talk while he's drunk. Honey, it's fine. Okay, if you talk to him while he's drunk, you can get information out of him that you might need. Okay, so don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Jamie, you can have my brother. He's big enough to block the flood. Thank you, Rose. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, boo. So what I would say here is, look, you're fine. The connection is fine. Okay. It is going to take some time, but I feel like he is very positive. There's a very strong energy towards you, a very strong family energy as well. I feel like he is changing, especially at the fact that he knows, okay, that he knows that you don't want to have fun and that you want to settle down. Suggests to me that he has learned. Okay, and it also suggests to me that he actually does want you. Okay, for you. Okay, boo. So what I would say here is the energy is ever so positive. Okay. The energy is very positive. Okay. Because I can tell you now, he wouldn't go to you. Okay. He would not go to you and say, look, I know. When you go, I don't want fun. He'll go, he wouldn't say, I know. He'll go, aw. And try and persuade you. Try and manipulate into it. Okay. So what I would say here is I think that he has learned that he wants you for you. He might have fun with other people and might just want other people for fun, but you, he wants. Okay. He wants. Okay, boo. For you, he wants. Huh? Darren got blocked. Okay, yeah, he wanted you last night. Okay, for you. No one else, but you. Okay. No, he didn't want anyone last night. I feel like he was just messaging you and genuinely wanted you. Okay, babe. Does that make sense? Oh, the rain's moved away, I think. It's slowing down. Thank you for the shares. You're very welcome, my darling. Right. Ollie might get his wish and he might have her staying over for a little bit longer. You blocked Darren. Thank you, boo. He was rude. I know. Right, let's see who's next. But yeah, Ollie might get her for longer. Thank you, Tia. He used the C word. I couldn't care less. If he wants to use the C word, let him. It don't affect me. Of course you can ask on WhatsApp, boo. Of course you can. Right. Let's see who is next. Do I have Tyra? Think that's how I say it. Tyra? Brilliant. You're not talking, Tolly. I know, boo. I know. I know, my darling. Right, let me get my WhatsApp up. Thank you, boo. Let's have a look. Oh, I can see why you wanted to use WhatsApp. Let's say he lost his chance as a friend. Sad to say. Oh, can he earn it back? No. What happens if he shows really good friendship again? What happens if he can show that he can really do it? It was Valentine's Day. Give him a wee chance. I'll talk to him. Trust me, I can be very persuasive. He knows I can. So, Tyra, thank you for helping me out with these. I would love some insight. We can do that. I know it's in general, but I mean, like, working up to Valentine. Just trust me. Let me have a talk with him. Trust me. He'll change. I can be a very persuasive person when I want to be. So, George and you finally went out on your first date. Amazing. He asked me it for Valentine's Day. Oh, that's sweet. It was great. Oh. Oh. We've got... It was great. That's not good. Ooh. Okay. His actions show interested. Everything was great. Oh, then we get normal great. Okay. Okay. But I'm very spiritual and he seems more scientific. And that's fine, but I just need him to be able to celebrate me. So then religion doesn't come into it at all. That's fine, but it doesn't celebrate me. Or like that's alive for me and I'm worried he'll shut that down or I'll feel shut down. will this be the issue? When you say shut down, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like if he will go against your spirituality and not believe in it and just bugger it off? So you don't really want to feel like you're in the medieval times as a witch. Fair. Look, he's gonna think it's silly. Okay. The problem here is, this is I'm gonna give you advice on this one. Is because this you can only have advice on. He's gonna think it's silly. He believes in science. Everyone thinks it's silly at the start. But once they start seeing what you can do and what you can accomplish with it, their tone changes. Trust me, my parents didn't even believe in this before I started doing it. We thought it was just going to be a hobby. Now look at me. I'm earning. Okay. And none of us thought that we would ever get me to 20k. None of them even thought I'd get any followers, let alone 22,000. Okay. The way you've got to think of it, why do you give a shit if he finds it silly? Are you that insecure? But I don't think he's going to knock you down for it. He's not going to, like, not... He'll respect you. But why do you give a shit what he thinks? Oh, he's not going to put you down for it. He'd be kind about it. He's not going to... If he won't put you down for something like that. Okay. He's not that dumb. Problem here is you're scared. Okay. And you've got a lot of things. Judging by that, you've got a lot of insecurities about how people see you, how people see what you do, what people think of you. And that's just due to your past of being like a child. People not believing in you, people not being nice to you, people always judging you and how you dress, what you wear, people bullying you. Okay. It was knocked into you as a wee child. Okay. But what you have to think is when you're in a relationship, okay, is they're not always going to understand everything straight away. And you've got to give them time. Okay. He will accept it. He might not agree with it, might not like it, but he will accept it. But there will be conditions. Okay. There will be conditions. Because every relationship has a condition in some way, shape or form. And that condition is simple. Balance. But also learning that sometimes you might have to co-depend on each other in different ways, and learning how to almost like give each other a little bit of everything. Okay, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm not using the right words. Compromise. That's what I'm looking for. Compromise. Okay, so that might mean maybe you have one room dedicated to your rituals, to your spirituality. He has one thing where he's doing what he's doing, and that's your safe space. Okay, that's where you get to be completely who you are. And then when you're around each other, you just dial it down slightly. Okay, you just knock it down ever so slightly, not too much. Okay, but when you're in safe space, you can be whatever you want. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Okay, so what I would say there is he's not gonna shut you down. No. Okay, and you won't feel shut down. Okay, there is going to be no issue there at all. Okay, my darling, none at all, my boo. Okay, that will be fine. Okay, you've just got to get out of your head and thinking that's what's going to happen. Okay, because the moment you think it's going to happen, it will happen. Okay, what you got to do is not think about that at all, not manifest it, because at that point, as you're manifesting it in, you're manifesting it to happen. Okay, and that is not what you want. Okay, so question 2 Is he actually spiritual or doesn't know it? I want to know that I can be myself and don't have to shut down or shrink myself. So, this is going to sound absolutely bonkers, absolutely balmy. Everyone is spiritual. Everyone. Whether you believe in science, whether you believe in Christianity, Hinduism, Sikhism, Judaism, Buddhism. I'm naming all the isms. Everyone is, but not everyone knows. Okay. So what I would say here, unlock him. I picked up the deck. And this card didn't want to be picked up. It didn't go with the whole deck. We got the High Priestess. Okay. Honey, how the fuck does he believe in science if he says no universe? What science believer goes no universe? So what do... Okay. Right, I've got to ask you this now. I want to know. What does he think that this floating rock in the sky or in the blackness of space is? Does he think we're a bloody simulation? Thank you for the follow. Does he think we're in a jar as an experiment of some other being? And that we're actually just in a test tube and they've wrapped black paper around it and made it look like stars? Or is he talking like the spiritual universe where it talks to us? Like, did he specify what sort of universe? Honey, I think you're in love with a thicko at that point. And he should... Man, this isn't too long, boo. Honey, this guy loves you and he's gonna love you, but... Hi. Did he go to school? Yes. Did they have books there? Internet? I'm just trying to work out where he's gone wrong. He's had a lot of hard things happening. It's... Honey, I've seen people with PTSD and they still know that there's space out there. Right, we are going to stay on question... I am going to finish question 2. Well, the High Priestess would suggest that he is secretly spiritual, he just doesn't know it. Okay. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the space thing, though. Thank you, Boo. Hi, Jules. Does he feel... How does he feel about me since our date? Let's have it. That's a good question. That's not going to blow my mind up, my darling. I'll answer the Grand Rising thing after this. Okay. So, what I was saying, my darling, here is I feel like he really did enjoy the date with you, and I feel like he is very passionate about you, my darling. Okay? What I would say here, okay, is he is just fucked up in the head. Okay? His heart still works. The loving and caring side still works. Okay? You just might have to get around the fact of what he believes. Okay? And I'm not going to lie, that might be hard. But the question, look, can you get around what he believes? Even if it is a bit nutty. Like, you can get around that, can't you? I'm trying to be nice. Time will tell. Okay, look, I can see you got a lot of love for him. I can see you got passion. Okay. Three of Swords, you're only going to break each other's heart if you don't go with it. Okay, either way, your hearts are going to get broken at some point. I say fuck it, go with it. Okay. I'm trying to be so nice and keep my opinions to myself right now. I really am. Do congratulate me on this, my darlings. If this is anyone else, I would have laid into them at this point. Look, he's got barriers. Okay, he's got barriers up, but that's fine. Okay. He will get over those barriers and you guys will move into an easier point. Okay, you will get past the storm. I feel at this point you've just got to get past each other. Okay, you've just got to understand each other, understand what's going on, look at where you're going, look at what's happening. Okay, that's going to be the hardest bit. Okay, is seeing past the negatives and looking into the positives. Okay. At the same time, what I'd also say here, especially the Queen of Pentacles and Death, is I feel like you will move on from... You will get onto new topics. Okay, you will get into new bits. Okay, and I feel like he is going to trust you. He is going to believe you for you and almost enjoy you for being you, my darling. So we do have that positive. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like he is going to be there for you. And I feel like he is going to be open for you. Yeah, it might take some time, but he will get there. Okay. But no, I feel like there is definitely love for you. And I feel like there is going to be commitment. And I feel like he is very happy about you after the date. I feel like he's got a lot of passion towards you, a lot of love towards you. Pardon me. I just feel like you've got to get past that, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's question 3. Will he make this committed with you? Let's see. Let's see, will he commit with you? I really want to make a joke there. Yes, he will, my darling, yes. Okay, he will be committed with you. Okay. You have set me up. My darling, you have set me up there so good. But you're a client. I don't want to be mean. If that was Ollie, I would have so roasted him. So, let's have a look at the timings. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh! Honey, 4 weeks, 1 month. Okay, 5th day. Okay. So a month from now, on the 5th day of going into that new month, okay, when this month is over, as in the for a month from now, that's when commitment. Okay. Will you be happy with him? Let's see. Will you be happy with him? Yeah, if you can get over his thought process, to put it politely. If you can get over that, yeah, you'll be happy with him. Okay. But you have to get over the thought process. Will we have good chemistry? You had to tell me he believes in science, didn't you? Because now all I can think is science and chemistry. Let's see. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, I feel like you will have good chemistry, my darling. Sometimes it might falter, but there will be good chemistry. Okay, it just might falter every now and then. Okay. I just feel a bit shut down now after our day, and it doesn't make Okay, Bill, I'll ignore that a little bit then. Oh, honey, everyone's self-contained at times. Hello, amazing Astro Power, how are you? Everyone is. Don't worry. Okay? Yeah, I'm glad that made sense. Right. Rainforest, what is your question, Boo? I'm doing good, thank you, my darling. You can. I don't have an answer, though, so let me have a look. Let me just load it all up. Just a general, we can do that. We can do that. Let me just load everything up. Give me 1 second. One second. So it's having to restart my PayPal. There we go. So you will have. So I have Rainforest now. Then I've got Page, and then I've got Yuzo. Okay. Okay, boo. So Rainforest. Okay. Okay, let's have a look, Rainforest. Let's see what we get. Honey, if you want a general, actually, let me change my decks. I know the perfect general to give you. You're going to fucking hate me after this, but I know the perfect general to give you. Here we go. Let's see what you get, Babs. Rainforest, you know me, and I wasn't going to be. Look, I'm not holding. I wasn't holding the back on the last person. I was holding my back on the opinions I was going to say about the one that they love. Okay, there's a difference. Happy Sunday, Bab. There's a difference. I'm trying to keep customers, not get rid of them. Oh, shit. Thank you for the share. Right, my darling, you need to understand yourself. Okay, you need to grow. You do. Okay, you're shrinking. And that's not because of age. Okay. Okay, you need to grow yourself. Okay, you need to keep going. You need to keep looking at where you can go. Looking at what you can do. Stop fucking about. Okay. You are screwing yourself over. Okay. And we need to look at what is happening. You are caring in too much of what's happening in other people's love life. Too much in what's happening in other people's life. And you're not finding any resolutions. You're not finding anything happening. You need to be the hawk, not the bloody snake. Okay. Okay. You will have so much better of a life if you didn't give a shit about what other people are going through or what they were doing. And you put all your focus into yourself. Right now you're trying to fucking multitask. How are you going to multitask if you can't even look after yourself in a way that you need to by giving yourself love? Stop giving everyone else so much love. Save some for yourself. Okay? As for your work, my darling, that's going to be fine. You're going to get the money that you need, but you need to be manifesting it, being positive over it, okay? And you need to focus, okay, on it. Okay? Do we need to crack that whip out again? I know you Texans are very familiar with a whip. Okay, do we need to crack one out? Send you back into the Wild West? Okay. I hope not, because I quite like you being in my streams. But do you see what I mean? Is we need to start working hard for ourselves, doing stuff for ourselves, okay, instead of falling down. Okay. I thought you're of that generation is when we fall down, we put a band-aid on our knee and get back up. Or just wash it with salt water. Okay, that is what you got to do. Okay. You want to be victorious? You want to get the money? You want to look at where you're going, honey? Okay, put that poster up of whoever you like. Okay. Look at it when you go to sleep, manifest. Okay. It seems like everything you do, nothing is working. Yeah, nothing's working, but you're not manifesting or putting enough energy into it, but you put too much energy into other people. Okay. Stop. Please. I'm respectfully trying to say, be selfish. Okay. Be selfish for yourself. Okay. Because I can tell you now, once you start loving yourself, you'll start getting people that love you coming through to you. You'll start getting the positive energy of other people. You'll start having actually everything working your way like a snap of a finger. Okay. Everything that needs to happen will happen. And you'll become successful. You'll become vibrant. You'll become holy. Okay. You will no longer be trying to go through stuff that isn't letting you. The key will be in front of you. Okay. Correct. And too worried about when the money's coming in. Look, I'm going to respectfully say this. You worry way too much. Honey, you look fine for your age. Okay, in your profile picture. But I can tell you now, you're going to start getting grey roots in your hair if you keep worrying too much. Okay? We need to try and stop worrying. Because when you worry and you manifest, you get nothing. You get squat. Okay? Now, if I'm correct, you're a grandma, aren't you, my darling? I know you've always been a warrior, and that's why you found me. So your grandma's 6. Now, what do your grandkids always see you as? They always see you as the happy, okay, happy grandma. Okay. They always see you as the lovable one, the one that they can go to. Okay. So if they can see the happy grandma, The lovable grandma, the sweetheart, the one that can magically do everything, fix wounds with just a couple of cookies. Then you can be the grandma for yourself as well and do that. Okay. What you've got to do is get back to your roots. Okay. Once in a while, do something for yourself. Okay. When you're with your grandkids, that's the best time to manifest, because that's when you're happy as well. Okay. That is when you feel like you're having your joy. And that'll be like the perfect time to manifest. Because I can tell you now, okay, that is when you're at your happiest. When you see your grandkids with a gleaming smile, stars in their eyes, and it's almost like they're bouncing off everything like a big sunbeam, that's when you're most happiest. And that's the way you've got to manifest. That's what we've got to be without the grandkids. Okay. I will be doing free yes no's as well, my darling, once I get through all the paids. Okay. Do you see where I'm coming from, Rainforest? I'm just so heartbroken about losing my love of 23 years. Right, I'm going to sound so insensitive, but at this point, there's no other way of saying it. How long has he not been with you now? How long? He's been married to her for a year, but still seeing me during that time. So, I'm going to reword that so it doesn't sound like cheating. He's still been talking to you. There we go. No, it still doesn't sound... Either way, who cares? Look, okay, it's been a year. My darling. You are now letting the heartbreak control your life. Okay? He's not dead. He's still alive. Heartbreak shouldn't be lasting that long. Okay? I mean, yes, 23 years is a long time, don't get me wrong, boo. But if you let it fester in your heart and keep growing, it's like a fungus. It'll eat you up and poison you. And people can actually die of a heartbreak. It's true. Okay? So what we need to do... I really feel like a counsellor right now. Or a therapist. So what we need to do, my darling, is move on and let him come in as he comes in. Okay? Because he is coming forwards. Okay? He is removing himself from her. And he is coming forwards to you. But because you keep thinking of her, you're bringing more of her energy into the relationship than he has of yours now. So we need to balance that back out and then take the balance away by making it mostly your energy and less of his. I mean, less of hers. Okay. No, he's not leading you on, boo. Okay, he wants to make it right with you. He's going to make it right with you. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? So stop giving her energy if you despise her. Hello, Sophia. If you don't like someone, why are you giving them the time of your fucking day? Why are you letting them live rent-free into your head? Honey, shouldn't you be letting your head let like a cartoon live rent-free or Montana Jordan live rent-free in your head? He's a hot Texan that played in Young Sheldon. Then ask. That's not the point. Or Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know, I'm naming movie stars now. To get a point across. Or my friend Ollie. Any one of those would be better living rent-free in your head than her. I'm glad to hear that, Sophie Boo. Do you see what I mean, Rainforest? Remove her from your head. Don't allow her to stay. Or she's going to stay in your life. For free. And take all your energy. Why do you think... Oh my god. I'm going to need therapy after this. Honey. She has not won. As long as you think she has won, she has won. Okay. I have a bitch-ass ex-friend that I've got to see tonight. She alienates me every Sunday. Okay. I would call her something else, but I'm not allowed. But she alienates me every Sunday, boo. Do you think I stopped going to club because of her? No, I still let my fat ass get to that club, whether she's there or not. I couldn't give a shit. Okay? And that's because we ain't gonna let her win. So if you're already saying, oh, I think she's won, then she's won. Okay? Because everything she told me she would do, because you let that manifest, you let that happen. Okay, she got under your skin, she made you weak, and then you allowed it. Okay? So what we need to do is become strong again. Okay? Because if I remember correctly, a Texan's love is very strong, and they never back down from a fight, whether it's small or big. And if you want something, you'll always get it. So are you a Texan, my darling? Don't manifest her getting her bad karma. She will get it. Okay, it will come. Trust me, karma's a bitch. It will deal with her. Okay. I'm going to be so brutally honest. I can tell you now, my ex-friend, she got her karma, or she's still getting it. She went on Manjaro to lose weight. I can tell you now, that's not happened. Exactly. Go big or go home, my darling. Okay? Focus on yourself. He will come in when the time is right. Okay, my darling? Trust me on that. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? I told you I was going to be harsh. I warned you I wasn't laying back on that one. But no, you need to focus on yourself. If you want anything in your life, my darling, you have to focus on yourself. Because if you allow people in to disrupt it, your whole life gets disrupted. Okay? Because you let them fester, you allow their opinions to matter. As I always say, someone can say something, but if you wouldn't ask them for help, why'd you take their advice? Okay? That's what I live by. Okay? Even when the money's not in, you can focus more in you. Okay? Money is material. You are not. Okay? That's what you got to remember. Money is materialistic. Love isn't. Okay? Taco, how am I gaslighting someone when I'm telling them to love themselves instead of letting someone live rent-free in their head? If I was gaslighting her, I'd tell her, let the person live rent-free in your head, it's your fault. That's gaslighting. Please use the dictionary. But yeah, does that make sense, Rainforest? Thank you for the roses. I am going to pull you a peasant card. I am going to pull you a positive card, my darling. Okay. So I think you need it. Especially after that reading. I like that one. Good morning. But yeah, here we go, Rainforest. Here's your positive card. This is the positive affirmation card. Correct. Love yourself more, my darling. And as for money, it will still come in March next month. Yes. Yes. Here's your positive card. So, I am whole. I am loved. I'm exactly where I should be. Okay, I am whole. I am loved. I'm exactly where I should be. Okay, boo? That's your positive card. Okay, does that all make sense, boo? Sometimes I need to be brought back down because I get lost, so thank you. You're welcome, my darling. I think there's being brought back down to reality, and then there's being, like, thumped back down to reality. I just nuked you back down to reality, basically. If this was on Patreon, I can tell you now there would have been no filter there. But because I'm on TikTok, I sort of have to filter slightly. Right, let's see who's next. Thank you, Neely. I saw your payment, boo. We paid for a Celtic Cross money, but you sent £2 over, boo. Yes, and you can't hurt my feelings because I need to hear it. Aw, I'm glad I can't hurt your feelings. That's good. But trust me, there's some stuff that I can say that's very, very, very harsh. If you want one card, my darling, link in bio. It's £1. If you want anything else, just ask and I can let you know what my prices are. Right, do I have... I think it's Tia next. I said. It is. Do I have Tia? Hello, Jamie Lee. What is a Celtic Cross? It's just a spread I do. Yes, you are, Zoe. I will just cuss you out later in a message. Thanks, Rainforest. Love that. I'm having a good day, thanks. Of course you can, Tracy. So, Tia, what would you like your reading on, boo? Do I get... What do you mean, Zoe? Do I get a kick out of what, boo? Thank you for following on... whatever that app is. Twitch. No, Neely, you're a subscriber, boo, so you get 50% off, not a follower. Followers get nothing off. Sorry, boo. Just waiting for Tia. You're a bit down, that's alright, boo. Hola. Thanks, Alicia. Hello, Nancy. So, Tia, are you here, boo? Like, what's your question? I don't know if she is. I can't see any comments coming through from her. Not gonna see you till the summertime, but I'll put them away. Thanks, boo. Hello, Tia. Can I have your question, please, boo? Ah, you're on WhatsApp. So, I won't read... Oh, I thought it said please don't read out loud. It says Pisces. Whoops. Right. Okay. Let's see, boo. Let's see what's happened and is it the end? Let's see. First of all, is it the end? No, it's not the end. No. Okay, it's the start. Okay, start of the new cycle, okay, boo? So let's see what happened. So I've just seen your second question and trying to work out what you mean by the third word in the first bit before the comma. Right. If you like a card, my darling, link in bio. My price list is also in there. So let's have a look at what's happening, what's going on. Let's see where y'all are going. Right, so I feel like you guys are still positive. Okay. I feel like you flaked at the last minute. Okay. It's fine, my darling. So what I would say here is you just flaked out at the very last minute. He had the text all ready to say I'm ready to still go. But he just got scared and never sent it. Okay. He got scared and never sent it. I don't think he meant to. I feel like it did hurt him that he had done that. But I think it's because he overthought the situation. Okay, he overthought what was going on, where you guys were going, and how much was happening. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, so what I would say here is I feel like he really did want it to work. He really did want to come forwards. Okay, I don't see there's anyone else at the moment. Okay, no. Okay, there's no one else at the moment that it looks like. What I would say here is I feel like he does still want you. He does still need you. I feel like he's still coming for you, boo. Okay. What I would say here, though, is especially the Seven of Wands, is he is becoming a little defensive, a little protective. I think it could just be that time of the month for him. I don't mean in that way. I mean every month he always has a little bit of time where his mental health goes a little bit iffy. Okay, every month, no fail. Okay, and I think that that's literally what's happened here. Okay, is his mind isn't working correctly. He's gone a little bit odd. Okay, but what I would say here for you, my darling, is I feel like it is going to work. I feel like he's just got to understand himself and where he's going. Okay. As this is ever so normal for him. Ever so normal. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's a little bit down. Okay. But there is the love. Okay. At the same time, I'd also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's trying to find the balance. He doesn't know how to find the balance, but he's trying. He really is. Especially Knave of Wands. Okay, so he is trying to show the passion. He is trying to bring the passion in. Okay. But with the Nine of Cups, yeah, he's a little bit heartless sometimes. Okay, sometimes he spends too much happiness on himself and doesn't think of how it might act around others, or how it might sound around others, or what his actions might do to somebody. Okay, he doesn't always think of it in that way. Okay, boo. And I feel like that's what makes it the hardest. Okay. And that's what makes it the hardest to work through with you. Okay. But no, it will work out. I feel like you just gotta learn to understand him and he's gotta learn to understand you. Okay. Does that make sense? Thank you for the follow. Rainforest, the answer to you was yes, my darling. Okay. Yeah, he's a little selfish. Not on purpose. Yeah, he doesn't mean to be. Thank you for the follow. What's his next actions? Let's see. I feel like his next actions is to make it up to you, boo. Okay? It's to work it out with you, to make it work with you. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it's also show you how much you mean to him. Okay, what I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this is where he is going to work everything to the correct situation. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, this is where he's going to be a little bit more open, a little bit more caring and careful. At the same time, I feel like this is where he's trapping himself with you and making sure you understand that he is yours. Okay, he's going to show himself to you and show himself that he is worth your time. Okay, that is his plan. Okay, boo. Howdy, Ollie, how are you? Let's try it again. Howdy, Ollie, how are you? But yeah, does that make sense, boo? You're now at your GF's parents' house. Random, but okay. I could have told you that by just looking at your snap map. Met mum and dad? Wait, you've met her mum and dad? Or she's met yours? Will he come take your TV down this week before you move? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, he will, my darling. He will. Thank you for the heart me. Ollie, I have so many questions for you now. How have you not met her dad or mum yet, considering you have been to her house so many times? No one asked how I know that, but you've been to her house so many times. But someone shoot me. You met them today. As in, like, the first time today? Like, ever? Hi, Michelle. Or, like, just the first time for today? Also, does that make sense, Tia? I'm just waiting to see if it made sense, boo. So, every time I see her, it's at her uni house. Honey, whenever I check if I should message you, just in case you're with her, so I don't message. Do you remember when I sent you that message saying I'm a little bit confused in what one of the places on the map was? And he went, oh, it's her family home. We go there before we go on a drive. How have you not seen her parents every time you go to the family home? Hello, Stag. Brill, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. Right, to your second question, which is what we can now move on to, is... Let's see. Whoa, don't put stuff in other languages, Boo. I can't translate it with what I'm streaming off of. Sorry. Blame Streamlabs, not me. So, let's have a look at your second question. Let's see. I can see your messages, my darling. I'm just doing a reading. Right, no, it's not cycle. It's the other part. Okay, Boo. Give me 1 sec. Right, what I've done to you is I've just sent you a message, okay? A video note. Just going to wait to see what Tia says to that. And while I wait for her to answer, also the first words I'm saying to Ollie when I see him is explain. There's not going to be a hi, howdy, how I is explain. They're the first words I'm saying. You're welcome, Tia. So, let's see who is next while I write Tia down. You put yours on WhatsApp. Thank you, Boo. So, I need Zoe. Do I have you? Then it's Neely, and then it's Tracy. Do I have Zoe? Hello, Boo. What joint you're reading on, my darling? Can I have a card? Can I have a read on love? Oh, on Love Live. I went on a date recently and no feedback. Right, you've now just opened me up for a question. When you say no feedback, does that mean that you guys had sex and you're thinking, oh my god, he didn't give me feedback on how I performed? Or do you mean like he didn't give me feedback on like how the date went? Because I will say straight away is you're not always going to get feedback on dating. Okay. He just didn't message you after. Did you guys leave on a good term? Like, did you guys talk afterwards? Like, when I say afterwards, Did you guys like have a little conversation before you like parted? I don't take you for anything. Don't worry though. You have no idea how many times people have misworded their question. Trust me. We have funny times on this stream. It's hilarious. We have to use innuendos to get past TikTok rules. Okay. Yeah, we did have a convert after. Wouldn't that have been the feedback? I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand. They do. One sec. No, I mean at the end of the date before we parted. So yeah, so you had a conversation there then. What my point is that will be where the feedback was. Because in a relationship, you'll either get feedback in person or you get feedback over text. Now, if you get feedback in person, that's them actually talking to you before you part ways. Okay. Because I can tell you now, if you just said bye, then honey, you need to be working on yourself at that point. But if you actually had a conversation before you parted, okay, like as the date ended and you had a conversation after, that's good. Okay, that we're in a good state there. Okay, so that's good. We can feed off that now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, we did before I popped into my car. I love the way you just went popped into my car. Not just before I got in my car, it's before I popped in my car. So casual, so niche, so sweet and innocent. Now I'm starting to think that date wasn't so innocent. Boom, my mind's taking me places it shouldn't be going. That's all I'm saying. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Let's have a look. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Tower, straight off the bat. Right, Tower, explain. Spirits, explain. Explain why you got the Tower straight off the bat. Oh, and the Devil. Oh, honey! It's not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. You've only got one normal card at the moment, which is like the Two of Wands. Everything else is the Tower, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil. Honey, he's just getting ready to fuck. He hasn't given a performance yet, but he's seen you once. He hasn't given you a rating, but he's seen you once. Okay, wait till you get to the sex life part as well. You'll be fine. Okay, he will see you again. I feel like he enjoyed seeing you. He had a good time. He enjoyed the fun. Okay, the love that y'all shared. Okay. He's a half and half, boo. Okay, he wants to experience the whole thing before he can say that was good, before he can rate it. Okay, he wants the whole experience, not just like a singular. Okay, he's one of those people that can't rate just after the first date. Okay, I said rate before anyone says anything. Okay, so what I would say here is you're safe. Your relationship is safe. You'll be on a second date before you know it. Okay, then you'll be on a third, fourth, fifth, marriage, kids, everything. Okay, I know you don't want kids, so take the kids part out, but you know what I mean. You will have the full package of full life very soon. Okay, my darling, it is moving fast for you. Okay, so what I would say here is I feel like you're over-worrying. You're overthinking about the situation, thinking, oh my god, he didn't rate me. Okay, he didn't text me back and give me a rating. Honey, what the fuck have you done in your life to the point where you feel like they have to rate you after a date? Have you been on that many bad dates that you've like lowered yourself to being rated? having feedback. Honey, feedback is basically being rated. Okay. Because that's like giving a 5 stars and giving an explanation on why you got 5 stars. Okay. And that's what feedback is. It's not as innocent as you're making it sound. Honey, never say you need an easy when it comes to relationships. Okay. But you love... Oh my god, everyone is testing how much I can keep my mouth shut today. Right, I love you, my darling, but I'm going to rip this band-aid off very quick. Okay, you must have the lowest self-esteem of one's person if one loves to have feedback from another person. Okay? Because you're basically lowering yourself into the state to the point where you want to be basically rated and then told why you were given that rating. Okay? Feedback is okay, but you don't need it after every relationship you start after the first date. Okay? It's not going to help you out. The time you need feedback, okay, is when you break up thinking, what did I do wrong? Or what could we have done better? That's when you want feedback. Okay? How can... Right. I'm going to give you a scenario. Okay, and you're going to answer this scenario. Let's say I don't know. You and Ollie, my friend Ollie, went on a date. Okay. You had a good time. And you thought this went really well. And you wanted feedback. And you said to him, can I have some feedback? And he goes, why would I give you feedback? What would you say to that? What would you do in that situation if he didn't want to give you feedback? Thank you for the follow. What would you do at that point? Okay. So, but you'd know if they enjoyed the date. Okay, here's some telltale signs someone didn't enjoy the date. They kept looking at their phone. Okay. They didn't give you eye contact. They didn't give you any hugs or any interaction through touch at all. They always sounded bored. They were always dismissive. Okay, those are the key signs someone's not enjoyed the date. If they stayed with you for the whole date, pardon me, and they didn't make a phone call saying, can you come pick me up, basically, you've won the first date, you're fine. Okay, and that's what's happened here. The fact that he didn't need to give you feedback, the fact he enjoyed himself so much that he didn't think you would need feedback, shows that he wants you. Okay. Not being rude, but I think you need more dating experience. Honey, I've dated, like, what? Only a few people. And those weren't even proper dates. That was, like, in high school and shit. Okay. And even I know no feedback is good feedback. Okay. His engagement, his relationship that he was once in does not matter to you. Okay? That's got nothing to do with you, boo. Okay? Stop making excuses now. Okay. I've been in and out of the game for a while. And that's like a footballer going, oh, I broke my foot. Takes some time for the foot to heal and goes, I don't know how to play anymore. Okay. But I've been off for a week. Okay. There's no handbook. There's no guide to how to date. Do you want to know why? Because the dating experience is different for everyone. Okay, so make it a memorable time for yourself, and don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to sound very unprofessional now, but I don't give a shit. Okay, you are beautiful, you are charming, you are a very understanding and lovely person. Okay, but you need to see that. Okay, before anything can work out. And if you're having to lower yourself to where you need validation in words, whether it's over text or in person, then you are at a very low point, okay, in self-love. And that's what we need to work on, okay? If you can get validation from their body language and be like, he's being like this and he's enjoying it, he's still looking and being interested in me, then that's your validation. The fact that he's still interested in you and still held on to every part of your information that you are giving him shows that he still wants to be in that relationship. If he was like looking around, tapping his fingers, tapping his feet, and not paying any attention, not giving eye contact or anything like that, then instantly you know, oh shit, he's not interested, let's try and reel him back. And if you still can't reel him back, you move on. See what I mean? My God, I should be a love counsellor. I really should be a counsellor. But yeah, does that all make sense, Boo? Oh God, Mikey, trust me, you won't want me to. You're very welcome, my darling. I'm very good at what you do. Thank you, Boo. You tell it how it is, I love it. Thanks, Boo. Do you know the funny thing? I can sort everyone else's relationship out. I'm talking to someone off a dating app. He hasn't replied to any messages for a while now. He doesn't send anything, and I picked him up on it. I told him, if you want this to work, you need to start messaging first now. I'm done. I'm no longer messaging first. He said sorry, and I went, I don't want an apology. I want to see it happen. He said, that's fair. I wished him happy Valentine's Day and got nothing fucking back. Yeah, I'm still trying to pursue him. Tell me I need to take my own advice without telling me I need to take my own advice. I do, basically. He was cute as well. But I still don't take it. And the reason why I can't be asked to take my own advice is because every time I swipe someone, okay, swipe someone on like these dating apps like Badoo, Tinder, what other fucking thing can I think of? Yeah, they all swipe off. But I can give really good advice to y'all. But since it comes to me, nah, I don't take it. Bumble, I'm on Bumble, yeah. That's a shit app. So is Hinge. Just saying. Do I have Neely, please? I think that's everyone, and then I'll be going back to yes or no's. You met yours through TikTok. Right, excuse my language, but what the fuck? How? Every time I see someone hot on TikTok, I'm there like, I really want to try? But I know it's not a good idea to try and date off social media. Oh, and Tracy. And then I'm yes or no's. I heard once that dating apps usually don't work out because we're meant to meet those people. My friend, she's met people off a dating app and she's got a good one. I think it all depends on your blueprint. I think it all depends on how you are, how you do things. If you're introverted, dating apps are amazing. Okay, because you don't have to like go out to find. If you're a bit of both, so I'm a hybrid, I'm a bit of both, and you're probably thinking, how can you be a bit of both? How can you be a hybrid? Well, my autism is I will mask and be an extrovert in a masking way, and then in my natural habitat, I'm an introvert. Uh, or in the right situation, I can be very extroverted, depends who I'm around. So, yeah. Dating apps are shit. I mean, my friend Ollie, he's managed to find someone through one of his fucking training sessions. Well, Joe. And people always say, like, just wait till you're working. No, I'm not waiting until I'm working. Good Lord, no. Honey, if you haven't asked for your partial GCSEs, you're too young to get a tarot reading, my love. Okay. Sorry, Bab. So, communication between you and Zach. We can do that. He wished you happy Valentine's Day yesterday, but hasn't said I love you. Oh my fucking god. What is it with everyone after Valentine's Day and the words I love you? Do you really need the validation from a word saying I love you? I don't think I've heard my mum and dad say I love you for years, because they show it through body language and how they do everything with each other. If you have to say I love you, you're basically in high school. We're girls, so sensitive. Keep your trap shut, Jamie. Keep your trap shut. When will that happen? You're paying me, so let's do it. When will that happen? Six days' time, my darling. No, he didn't wish any girls, my darling, that. Only you. Are you on his mind? Yes. Honey, you're saying roses were left on your doorstep from a secret admirer. You sent him a message seeing if it was him. He said, who that is, don't know. Myself, no name on it. Is he jealous? How do you know he's not? He didn't send them, but making it look like he didn't send them. Was he jealous, though? He wasn't jealous, no. You're sure it wasn't him? Okay. I'm just trying to get into your head, like, showing you, like, how it works. We can have a look at the thoughts on that as well. His hidden thoughts and deepest feelings. Honey, I don't want to get banned. Jesus. Next action regarding you. Do you see here any holiday we're gonna come? So hang out. Okay, let's have a look. Why would he? So, right. I know I'm gay, but I'm still a man. I'll explain you how a man's mind works. Okay. Unless your name is Ollie, then I'll give your lover a keyring. Not the point. The way a man works is they don't want to look easy. They don't want to look hard, unless you're having that sort of time. Okay. They're going to try and win you over any way that they can. If that means that they have to make you start thinking, oh, who sent me these flowers? And then you find out it's them and you fall even more in love, they're going to do that. They will use any cheap trick in the book to try and get you to love them. Especially if they think that you are hot enough to get any other person, okay, to love you. If they think you've got the looks, they'll do anything to get you. Why did I get banned? Because of some of the things that I already know he's thinking of. My friend says gays more thoughtful and romantic. Guys or gays? But you spell it G-A-Y-Z. Or are you saying the gays are more romantic than straight? Just trying to work it out. Oh, one of your friends is... Oh, yeah. I will tell you now, gays are very romantic and very thoughtful. But I think that's because we've got the feminine side and the masculine. We are the yin and yang. We are the best of both worlds. Unless you want reproduction, then we're not very good at that. That's our one flaw. Okay. But my point here is, he's trying to win you over, my darling. He ain't going to tell you the truth that he sent them. Okay. He wants to keep you being mysterious and wondering. Okay. Like I said, any cheap book in the book. Any cheap trick in the book, even. Right, let's have a look at the energy. What's happening? His deepest, darkest thoughts. Why do you want to know his darkest thoughts? That's like murder or something. That's what a dark thought is. That's not like love. Jesus. Let's have a look. Let's see. Darkest is like he gets wild on bed. I would call that something else. Again, can't say that on stream, but I'd definitely call that something else. Starts with a K and ends in E, as in the sound. That's the sort of thoughts you want to be looking into. Yeah, spicy thoughts. I wouldn't call that dark, unless you're going into dark romance. Hello. So what I would say here is I feel like he's still moving in on you, okay? You are his prey. Okay. He wants to make your time a wild time, so he's not going to be very honest all the time, okay? Okay. Telling code words. I will try. Thank you for the follow. Okay. One code word I will say is he wants that sword out of the sheath. Okay. He wants to train to go down the tunnel. Both tunnels. Okay. He wants to have that fun. He wants to be the dominant one and dominate in that competition. Okay. This is one of the hardest readings I've done today. Okay. He wants that relationship. He wants it to work. Okay. Do you get what I mean? The glizzy to do the whizzy. Okay, and I feel like he will go into that relationship, but he knows he's got competition, or in his head he thinks he's got competition. Okay, he doesn't want people taking you from him, so he's doing anything he can to make it hard for them to. Hello, Bubble. Okay. He is literally doing, as I said, pulling every cheap trick. Honey, that bedtime's going to be fire. Okay, y'all are going to be fire. What I would say here is I feel like he's very passionate about you, and I feel like he's got deep, deep love for you. Okay, this feels like he wants every opportunity he can get. He doesn't care what anyone thinks. I'm not going to lie. Okay. But he wants people to see you how he sees you. Okay. AKA his family, his friends. Okay. He wants people to see you both at how you see each other. Okay. But he doesn't want to have to get to the point where he has to pickle it and wait for you. Okay. I feel like there will be an official relationship, my darling, yes. And I do feel like he'll be this year. We're looking around about summer. Okay, so I feel like you're just going to be dating for now. Because I feel like it is going to take that long to get into the proper relationship. Okay. So what I would say here is don't worry. It will get there. It will just take some time. Okay, to get into that point. Okay, it will take some time, but you will get there. Okay. I feel like the chess game's just begun. He's winning. Okay, he's almost got them in checkmate. Okay, but at the end of the day, if he has to elope, he'll elope. Okay, if he has to elope, he will elope. He doesn't care at that point. Okay. I think there'd be more than hangouts. The clothes will be hung out. Yeah. The clothes definitely will be. The bodies won't be. But no, I feel like it will work, okay, boo? Does that make sense, my dear? But no, I feel like you guys are going to work it out. I just feel like you just need to stay a little bit more calm. Okay, he's coming. He's making it work. Okay, he's going to make it work. It will work. Okay. That glizzy will be in its buttons. Okay. That glizzy will be in the bagel. Is he bringing anything? I think he's going to try and bring you something, it looks like. Okay, it does look like he's definitely going to try. Okay, boo? Does that all make sense, Bab? I told y'all on this live I have to use innuendos. I'm like the Bastard on here. You will just get laughs and everything else. Cussed at occasionally. Harsh truth occasionally. But you will always have fun on my live. Next week? What do you mean next week? Oh, bring you anything back next week? I thought you meant something else then. It looks like it will be next week, my darling, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, boo. Does that all make sense? Only because I need to do traces next. I do. Honey, marriage is so far in the future that isn't even being picked up yet, okay, boo? You shouldn't even be worrying about marriage yet, honey. When you guys get official, then worry about marriage. Just worry about getting official first, okay? The moment you start worrying about marriage, you start multitasking. Stop. I know you can multitask better than a man can, but trust me, multitasking doesn't always work, okay? Okay. I know it's saying this closed, my darlings. It doesn't mean I won't be doing yes or no's. It just means no payments. But does that make sense, boo? Brilliant. I'm glad it made sense. Do I have a Tracy? Is my dear Tracy here? Tracy's thinking, oh shit. He's gonna lay into me as well. Oh, I've always got space for you, Queen. Hi Tracy, what would you like your reading on, boo? Tracy just put gulp. WhatsApp, brilliant. Right. So hi Jamie, Touchwood with Tony. Positive. I spent coupons of loads of hours last night with him. Can I have a quick overview, please? His intentions for me, feelings, and nobody in the background romantically on Facebook or real life. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, Jamie. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see. When will I be on again? Tomorrow. I'm on every day. And if I'm not, check the Warlock's Cottage, because it could be because my account's got banned from streaming. For being too harsh. But you can always book a private if you miss, my darling. Just message me on WhatsApp or email. Or Instagram. So, let's have a look, Tracy. Tracy, my darling. Okay, there is no one in the background. No one in the foreground. There is no one online. No gas station lady involved at all. Okay, my darling, I think it is just you, and I feel like there is still love there. You two will be meeting again. It feels like in a day or two. Okay, my darling. What I would say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel eventually it is going to get to the point where you're meeting every day. Okay, hello, Pinky. Okay, you will eventually get to the point where you're meeting every day, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's still going to be open with you. He is still going to be caring with you. He is still going to be sweet with you. At the same time, what I'd also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is still being open. But you have to stop being a worry pants. Okay? You have to suck it up and be there like, we can succeed. We are fine. Okay? He isn't cheating. Okay? And I am doing great. That is what you've got to do, and that is what you are not doing. Okay? You need to be more positive with yourself, my darling, because you're stabbing yourself in the background. Did you think I was safe and not going to lay into you? Okay? Stop worrying. If you want the relationship to work, you've got to think positively about it. Okay? Be positive. Be there like, yes, this relationship's going to work. Yes, this is the best relationship I've been in. Okay? And trust me, honey, you'll have the best relationship you've ever been in, and it will work. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Thank you very much, Jamie. Appreciate you very much. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Right, let's see who's next. For the chopping block of my words. Who am I going to behead with my words this time? Let's see. Right, do I have Queen? Hey, boo, what's your question, sweet? Queen is always laughing. I know. I know, boo. Insta, thank you. There you are. So, hey, boo. Spoken to my Rue last night. And a little this morning. Me and Rue for March, please, as I'm back on the. Yep, okay. Polar, your payment's not on PayPal, I've checked. One sec, Queen, let me just triple double check this. Yeah, you're not on there, boo. So let's have a look for you and your Ruru. Let's see this. If you can send me picture proof, my darling, I can do it. But I can't see it my side. Are you sure it's PayPal? Not Stripe or Buy Me a Coffee? Yeah, I've not seen it, boo. Okay, thank you. Right, let's see, Queen, let's see. Ooh, we got the star, we got the temperance. Right, you're working out. He's still stressing over you, my darling. Okay, he's still wanting you. He feels like he's in the background at the moment, okay? What I would say here is it is very positive, but he knows that he needs to keep playing his game right and keep picking up. Okay, his problem is he's stressing over you. Your problem is you think, is he going to stay with me or is he going to go back to his baby mama? Honey, let the baby mama fuck off. Okay? You're like Rainforest, letting her live rent-free in your head. Stop. Okay? Stop. No more letting the people live rent-free. Period to anyone. Okay? Because you're just giving yourself heartbreak and pain. Okay? You want the happiness, you have the happiness. Okay? You make it work. You and Rue have the good time together. You are going to have a good time together, okay? Yes, he's going through Ramadan, I think he said. Whatever it was. Okay? Yes, he can't have sex right now. That doesn't define the both of you. Okay? You two will still work better together, quicker together as well, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, this is saying that the energy is working out good. Okay, it's opening up, it is getting better, okay? He just needs to learn to communicate more, talk more, be with you more, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel especially the Empress, okay, you two care for each other so much, you should still go for it. Still stick with it, boo. Okay? Still keep the relationship going, keep caring for it, and keep it working. Okay, and I can tell you now, you will go forwards. You will have the fun, you will have the enjoyment. Okay, but you have to believe. You have to trust. Okay, and that is what you're not doing. Okay, and this is why you keep being scared that Rue is going to be going out with someone else, is because you just do not have the trust there. Okay, you enjoy the pictures. You enjoy the scenery. But you're not enjoying the vibe. And we need the vibe and energy to be in link. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? You're welcome, boo. You're very welcome. I'm glad that made sense. One second. Doodly-doo. Oh, fuck off from that. There we go. We got it, Sharon. We found it. Just looks like my phone didn't want to show it. Are you here, boo? Sharon, you sent £10 for a yes or no? Okay. Okay. Do I see you successfully this year? Let's see. You will, my darling, yes. Oh my god, they made that Ace of Wands look wrong. You will, my darling. Yes, you'll be successful. Okay. I'm going to be very honest here. I cannot give any insight as that, because that is literally just a yes or no. What's your next question? Please say you've got another question. There's no joke. That is worded like the world-class yes or no question that I wish people could. Okay. It's like grade A, yes or no. Okay, I'll do some yes or no's while I wait, boo. Will your new job work out? Let's see. Yes. You've got sun, we got clouds. We're overcast over here. Should you start making music? Yes, in the summer. Work on the song lyrics now, then work on the music in summer. Is the energy looking strong for a quick pick win lotto for you? Let's see. Yes, it is. Will you go back to work in daytime? No, not right now. It's not the right time. Will Shane and you make it through? Let's see. Yes, you will make it through, my darling. Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Okay. You will. Okay, I don't mean the crappy newspaper, Sun. I mean the card. Can you see the energy between me and Zach? Who's Zach? Zach sounds like a new person. Or is that, like, who's Zach? Love is heavy right now. Don't worry. You should have heard some of the readings I've done today. To do love. I think I'm just in a harsh mood today. He's your friend's friend. Okay. Why do I get the feeling there's a wee crush between the both of you? I've made your day. I'm glad, my darling. Of course I remembered. I was like, Zach? I've not heard this name yet before. This doesn't feel familiar. I swear she wanted the dentist. I'm joking. But no, I was there like, Zach isn't the one I thought we were talking about before. Who's Zach to you? So he's a friend. Why do I feel like there's a relationship starting to begin? I'm on a different deck now. Fuck the dentist, we're going on to Zach now. Fuck the dentist. Why do you guys always keep moving on to new people when I don't have popcorn? Why do you guys never warn me? Then I can get some popcorn. So we need this. Where is it? What do I want? Do I want that? Yeah, I want that. Do I want this? No. Yes. No. No, I don't want that. Do I want that? No. Yes. No. Oh, yes, I want that. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. I'll be with you in 1 sec, random. Right, let's see what we get. I did basically go fuck the dentist. Right, let's see. Let's see. So, right, there's going to be some tension between you two, and it's not going to be as stagnant as the dentist right now, okay? Right now, you and the dentist have a lot of boundaries, but you and Zach, my darling, there is no wall up. Okay, there is no wall at all, and there's about to be a lot of thrill. Okay, we are about to fast forward into a fun time, okay? Look. Okay. You're no longer being toxic to yourself. You're no longer singling yourself, okay? You removed yourself from drama. You are now getting more and more people coming into your circle. This is perfect for you because you're no longer singling yourself to one person, okay? Also, we have the longing, okay? The longing, my darling. There is going to be a meet-up between you two. There is going to be fun with you and Zach, okay? Zach has feelings for you. Has done for a long time. Okay, has done for a long time. What I would say here for you is I feel like he's a little exhausted of other people, but you make him feel loved. You make him feel full. You make him no longer feel empty. Okay, you give him what he needs. Other people just fuck off, and he's there like, why can't I find my person? Okay. Okay. Honey, you have more of a link with Zach than you do with your dentist. Just saying. Just putting that out there. Okay? Your jigsaw piece fits more into his hole than the dentist. I'm not rewording that. So if your mind's going in the gutter, that's your problem, not mine. Okay? Like, he feels loved. He feels open. He doesn't feel trapped when he's with you. Okay, he feels like he can actually be in a proper relationship. And oh my god. Take the word lust out and imagine what that scene reminds you of. It's the aftermath. Okay, that's all I'm saying with that card. Okay, that is the aftermath. Okay, there is going to be a lot more fun. Okay. He wants you, he needs you, he is there for you, okay? He is drooling and dripping in more ways than one. Okay. We need an OF just for tarot readings, I'm not going to lie. And honey, I can see that sometimes you're dripping. If he gets you in the perfect way, with how he speaks, how he looks at you, you drip slightly. Okay? Your heart skips a beat every now and then with him. We can see that. Okay. It's almost like you're no longer in, like, a closed door. Okay. Honey, do you have any idea how much you've just contradicted yourself? You've just said, oh my god, Jamie, damn yes, to the drip in. But then you've just gone, you're not interested. Honey, your body is longing. Are you going to listen to your heart in this one or to your brain? Ignore the words on this, but just keep the two-face in it. Your heart and brain are saying the different things, my darling. Your brain's going, look, dentist all the way. Your heart's going, Zach all the way. I'd listen to your heart on this one. You have more of a chance with Zach for this. for that word. You have a chance with the dentist, but with Zach, you have a massive chance with that. Honey, don't single yourself out. Okay, I say give a chance. I really do say give a chance. Because honestly... Exactly. Look, yes, the dentist is cute. He's hot. He's worth it. He's got money. You two would be good in that aspect. But he's attached. What do you mean by he's attached? Do you mean he's attached to someone else or he's attached to you? Because if he's attached to you, that's a good thing. And you're making it sound like it's a bad thing. Honey, if he's dripping with you and wanting you, if you show him that you are open to trying with him, then I can tell you now he will move away from that person and come straight to you. I can tell you now. Yeah, you've got to think outside the box, my darling. You're thinking too much in. You are on your twin flame journey. You are on your fucking journey of love, my darling. I haven't seen this energy in you ever when I've done these sort of readings. But in this one, this is the first time where we have seen the massive, biggest energy, okay? Honey, it's like you're just entering your cycle. You know how the full moon makes people crazy? This is what he makes you feel like. It's the full moon day. Honey, just the thought feels like it makes you drip. The problem is you want to work on it, but you know that there couldn't be anything because you've got the thought of, oh my god, he's with someone already. And this is why you're stuck here, because you want to see the perspective in a different angle, but you can't because you're too fixed on the fact that he's with somebody, but you're not realising he's trapped with the other person because he's not got another option. So he's just being with that person because he has no options. Okay. You will not be a rebound, my darling. This person is perfect for you. Okay, this person gives you the balance. He gives you the friend vibes. He gives you everything. Okay, the fun, the support. He gives you the awakening. She gives you everything. Literally. But it's almost like you're just running away. You're conflicted. You're going through a storm. You've got the passion. You're conflicted on the inside. So you're creating an illusion for yourself in where the fact that he wouldn't come to you. Literally. You have to make a choice though, my darling. Okay? Yes, you're going through confusion. Yes, you're going through silence because you think that you're at the end. Okay, yes, you don't think anything could happen, and that is because you're scared of falling, so you don't know what the direction is that you're going in, because you don't know if you can talk to him and show him that you have feelings, because you think that he will take action and move away, and that you won't get the happiness that you want. So you have frozen yourself in time, my darling, because you can't sleep on it because you're so stressed, because you're heartbroken, because you can't make your choice on who you want to go for, because you're too scared in what either will say. You are dreaming about the both of them. You want one of them to be yours, but you can't let go of the feeling, and you can't keep the passion going forwards because you're using your brain too much and you're not seeing what actually needs to happen, my darling, because you're not taking the time that you need to relax or giving yourself the energy that you need, because you are too scared of new things. Even though you want your wishes to come true and you want them to happen, you're not giving yourself the energy that you need. When spring comes around, you need your new beginnings, because I can tell you now, you are not going to be the affair that happens, my darling, because he will remove it. You will not regret it. Okay? This person has fallen for you, but the problem is you keep questioning it because you thinking he's going to go for the other person. You don't want to be toxic, okay, but you can't fight for yourself. So you look at this energy to see what you can do, but then you don't listen to yourself, my darling. You don't realize how much of it is going to pay off because you can't learn your lessons because you're not going with the flow, okay? You want to message because you want the new love to come in. You think that luck is on your side, but the problem is you're rooted into not trying, okay? You want to celebrate and you want to go on for it, but you don't want to be the third wheel, okay? You hope that this is true love, but you are too scared to see everything fall because you can see it. There is definitely chemistry. You can see that you are for him. You can see that he is going to be your happy ever after, but you keep thinking, you keep decepting yourself. You keep lying to yourself, okay? You're not actually seeing it. You're not actually seeing that he wants you, my darling, okay? And that is only going to take time. You are stuck in the past, okay? Even though his memory is sticking to you, you don't know your worth. You don't know that he will say yes to you because you think that there's too much of a big distance. You feel like you have ran out of time to try. You don't realise that there are new doors opening, but you are icing yourself out, my darling. You are being your own obstacle because you're being hot and cold with yourself. You're not seeing the romantic gestures that he does towards you or the romantic side of him that he gives to you because you won't take the gamble because you're scared that there won't be the loyalty that you need. Do you see my point? You didn't see this coming. Not everything can be seen to come, but not everything is need to. You just asked for fun. Have I just put you into a massive dilemma now? You're probably cursing me under your breath at the moment. Still wanting a dentist? Honey, go for both. See your opportunity and see who comes to you first. Okay, whoever comes to you first is the one that you go with. Okay. That's the way it should be. And if the attached man chooses to go for you and break up with the other person, then it was meant to be. Okay. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense, Boo? Does that reading make sense even? Apart from the fact that I've just given you a massive dilemma. Now we need another private. Fair enough, I'm coming now, Boo. Real. Right, I do need to pop off though now, guys. So I will see y'all in the next one. Do I have Brad? Because he did ask a question earlier. I didn't get time to answer it. I do want to answer that quickly if he's still here. It was saying about girlfriend. Not your girlfriend, but someone's girlfriend interfering with you and Luke. Andrew Queen. Brad's in my other live. He's on Twitch. Oh, okay. So what was the girlfriend ask? See you later, Rainforest. Because I saw something involving a girlfriend. I'm a wee bit confused now. Oh, thanks, Polar. Or it could have been reading it too fast and I've confused myself. Could be that. Does Callum have feelings for me despite Callum having a girlfriend? Let's see. Yes. Yes, he does, my darling. We're looking at a bi connection. Okay, I would say he's bi. Okay. Oh, I know you're not interested. I saw that bit earlier. I just didn't understand the girlfriend bit. But yeah, no, we're looking at the bi section. Okay. Hope that makes sense, Boo. Or hope that helps, even. Why? He wants the best of both worlds. He wants the dick and the other bit. You get what I mean? Right, I do need to pop off now, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. Till pit for now. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the lovely gifts that y'all have sent. Thank you for the lovely new followers. Thank you for 96.3k likes as well. Thank you for the lovely questions and testing my filter. I enjoyed that bit. I will see y'all in the next one. Till pit for now and have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon or day. Bye for now, my